LK, Large Knights, that is the EU team here, versus Delirium, the undisputed champs so far. We'll see how this tournament shapes out. But it should be a very good match either way. Lots of good players. Probably some of the best team fighters in the scene in this match right here. So very exciting, guys. Lots of the oldest players in the scene here. I know Durag, Cryptic, DVS, Sun God, even Randy, who is Dog, were all playing whenever I got into Chivalry. And they've continued to pretty much win every event they participate in. This is probably one of the matches I was most excited to watch. I definitely made sure I got to stream this one just so I could get to watch it, actually. Knight is going to shave his dog if LK loses, so we're going to hold him to that. We're definitely going to need picture evidence. Alright, super excited for this one. All these guys are very technical, very strategic, so we should be seeing some pretty high-level macro from these teams as a whole, as well as the micro. And they've already destroyed Barricade. We got Delirium here on attack, LK on defense. Looks like Delirium clears the objective, but LK clears Delirium here. And let's take a look at pings. Y'all can see the difference between the blue side and the red side. Remember, LK is the EU team, so those boys are all connected from England and France, probably. Delirium does win the second team fight. Anka still alive and does go down. And guys, Dark Forest is incredibly attack-sided. So it really comes down to which team makes better time, usually, over which team makes more progress. Looks like Delirium is doing just fine. Have not actually lost a team fight that have slowed him down. And it's about 50-50 on the picks so far. LK gets 2 picks. Looks like they'll be sweeping this team fight. Yeah, 90. So in my humble opinion, the contenders for winning this tournament are Delirium, Silly Geeses, and Plumbertown. Plumville is just, or Plumbertown is just Plumville plus Zodiac. So a combination of 2 very good NA teams in their own right. Delirium has yet to lose. Sorry, they have yet to not get first place in a league they participate in. Why no Anka? That's a great question. The Anka is in here. So we'll see if Delirium nets their first loss. I mean, they'll probably place. So first non-first place, I guess. LK is doing a really good job of winning this team fights right now on very high ping. Oh, crazy fire pot throw there from Astro, I believe. 2 Danax picks his 2. LK doing crazy work. The fire pots are insane right now. Cryptic coming back with a little bit of pole hammer action, saving his team here. Might get a pick here. And looks like both teams will stay up. It will come down to which team spawn wave comes in first, and it looks like that was Delirium. Only a couple members left for LK here. They whiffed the fire pot throw, unfortunately, and are starting to trickle members. When does Yeth play? Yeth is watched, of course. He's probably listening. No, actually, I think he is playing right now. He just plays for a different team. Ban War Club right now. Well, War Club is limited to, well, it is on the superior weapons list. So under the current competitive rule set, you can either run one of a War Club, a Warhammer, or a Heavy Mace. Looks like they're opting for the War Club pick, which is what I would usually do. Fight's still pretty even. LK does have, or sorry, Delirium does have the spawn advantage here. So if LK doesn't clear this team quickly, Delirium will win in the long run. Not bad though. LK actually doing a decent job of delaying Delirium here. And we'll be moving on to the next objective. Delirium will have to take this courtyard up here. Looks like LK is set to defend it. They got a good split of players across both sides. And we'll see how Delirium will approach this objective. Looks like they're opting for a little bit of a split, concentrating their forces a little harder on this right side. LK is going to win both engagements, though, and successfully defend both flanks. Delirium will have to regroup here and reassess how they want to attack on this second attempt. Looks like potentially setting up for a big left side push. Left side is definitely easier to attempt with this broken wall segment here. And it looks like they will fully commit to this side. Super close fight so far. First kill goes out to Delirium. They're making progress, but have taken a lot of damage. And they are starting to make capture progress on this gatehouse here. Now it is on LK to retake the gatehouse with only this group of people. They do not have enough time for a reset here. And they will be unable to do so. Delirium quickly takes the gatehouse and is continuing to make progress here on Dark Forest. Like I mentioned before, none of these teams are necessarily expected to successfully defend. It is only about which team is making faster progress, usually for Dark Forest. Alrighty, looks like some LK members getting caught out of... Oh no, that's Delirium members getting caught out of position here. LK's got the man advantage. Some great Danax gameplay by Durag. That is a atrocious weapon to be fighting on ping, and those throws are incredibly powerful. That is a 100 damage throw. That's basically just a little pocket rocket, which is why we limit Danax to one per team, or one player using them per team. And looks like LK is set up here to attempt a retake of this convoy here. Big fire pot by Delirium. Looks like Delirium slowly winning this fight out. Anka does find a pick, though. 2 picks coming out for Delirium. And this fight is happening off point anyways, so Delirium will continue to make progress. It is up to Gingy to slow them down here, potentially get a pick. And Gingy's teammates coming back here. Looks like they've got superior numbers right now. Sun God, yeah, gets taken down in the 2v1, and LK does retake the objective. Losers bracket round 1 will be today. Depending on time and how teams are feeling, we'll potentially do round 3 as well. But we'll have to play that by ear. Spear is not banned. It is limited, so the exact wording is that there's a 1 Pullman limit. That's a limit on the subclass. And we include one-hand spear. So one-hand spear counts towards that limit, so you can either run a one-hand spear like Plump here, or you can run a Pullman. Alrighty, the next fight is starting here. Delirium only has a little bit more progress to make before they capture this objective, and looks like they've put in a lot of damage as well as getting the first kill here and the second. It's like Alex goes down to DVS. DVS is going down as well. Very close fight here. Down to a 3v2. Oh, unfortunate Danax miss from Astro there. Could have been big for his team. This convoy is inching forward into the gate. Looks like they will be able to capture this objective as well. Alrighty, and we are on to the barricade. This is a very difficult objective for defense. However, it is one of the few holdable objectives by defense, especially when in the small scale. We've got 3 routes that the attacking team can take to sneak these torches through. And it looks like they've already gotten 2 onto these wood piles. A 3rd right away, a 4th, and a 5th. Looking like Delirium will blast through this bridge, no problem. And remember, guys, for those of you that are watching and not participating, this tournament is a 2-day tournament. It will be finishing Saturday. That is next Saturday, April 18th. And yeah, as predicted, they blast straight through that bridge objective. Only 2 objectives left to go. And this is, you know, this whole entire map is really difficult for defense, except for the very last objective. There are 2 catapults that will spawn here in just a second, as you guys know, and it is next to impossible to keep both of those catapults down with a good team defending them on offense. Alrighty, 2 players left here for Delirium. Only Durag looking to harass him as much as possible, maybe do as much damage as he can, set his team up for some picks. And catapults are up. Looks like we've got 2 people manning this right side catapult. LK will be desperate to break it. Looks like they do have a man there, Alex, putting in damage on that catapult. And it looks like they may be setting up at 2nd catapult here. And never mind, Astro and his teammate, I believe that is EK, will be taking that down. Here we got the fight for the right side catapult, currently being won by Delirium. And they will continue to get those rocks off onto the gate. This is a very, very difficult to defend, even in large scale, but especially so in small scale, just because it's pretty difficult to competently attack both catapults at once. You pretty much can't lose a team fight, or they instantly have both catapults up again. Only Durag here left for Delirium, though. Looks like, oh, never mind. His team is arriving here and blasting through with the petards. Looks like they'll take this objective no problem. Oh, and Old Knight goes down to, or the gunner does to the Old Knight catapult. At least the man got that petard down beforehand. And there is no one attacking the right side catapult here, so absolutely no chance that LK will be able to defend this objective. Only a matter of time before they finish taking that down. However, the only objective where you really have a chance is the VIP stage at the very end. Shivhub, LK has not attacked yet. This is round 1 here. Alright, looks like Gingy doing his best to apply pressure, trying to stop that last catapult shot, but he will not be successful. And they will take this objective. Delirium should be looking to reset, maybe run 1 fight at the gate here, but they will definitely be needing to protect their Duke and fall back inside the castle as quickly as possible. Looks like there's still a couple fights ongoing out here. Durag buying his team time along with Sun God. And I wonder who we have as the VIP. Looks like it will be Astro with the shield and the short sword there. Alrighty, Delirium setting up for their push. Looks like they'll be looking to go in on this right side. Little delayed by that fire pot. Maybe trickling in a little bit. Now it looks like they are able to build numbers inside. Doing a lot of damage on the Duke really early on. Looks like someone may have slipped through there. And we'll take the Duke perspective here as he fights for his life. Now, just so you guys know, the environmental healing items are banned. So you can only heal your VIP using banners, war horns, and bandages. Otherwise, I'm sure we would be seeing these lads eating the turkey there on that table on the left. Alright guys, Delirium gearing up for their second push here. So far not going super great. Actually, they do find 2 quick kills, but have taken a lot of damage. Looks like a couple of them are slipping back near the throne. And putting in some damage on the Duke here. Duke is surrounded by 2, make that 3. That Duke better hope his team arrives quickly. Down to almost half HP. And he is starting to get healed. So it looks like Delirium will make a quarter progress on the Duke's HP before LK's out of healing items here. Delirium caught up here at the front. Do manage to get 2 kills. Maybe a little foolish of LK to trickle into that fight like that. Delirium gets 4 or 5 people on point here surrounding the VIP. And he will go down. Alrighty guys, we will be resetting the map and it will be time for LK's attack. And looks like Delirium successfully defends the objective against LK, which LK did not manage to do in their defense. So far, Delirium doing a little bit better. LK does manage to take it. Alrighty, LK healing up, gearing up for the second team fight here, or actually third. Looks like they got a... Oh, what is going on? You guys see this? Durag is fully red here for me. Interesting. Never seen that bug before. Alrighty, so Randy with 2 massive picks on that battle axe. Probably winning that team fight single-handedly. Delirium will be cleaning up these kills and resetting for the next fight. Anka manages to trickle Gunner, however, LK should, or Delirium should still be up on players for this fight. LK coming out super aggressive though, getting a lot of picks very quickly. Alrighty, looks like Delirium is definitely doing a little bit better than LK on defense, in my opinion, so far, but not super, not super far off. It'll probably all come down to that last objective. Even if LK has a slower attack up until there, remember this league is scored primarily on progress. Oh no, actually, I apologize. I misremembered. Delirium did take down the VIP. Yeah, so looks like even if LK manages to make it to the final objective, they will. It'll be tough for them to win with this slower attack so far. They're definitely gonna have to pick up the tempo here and make some quicker progress if they want any hope of winning this. Alright, looks like Delirium up ahead in this team fight so far. But that LK spawn is right next to the convoy. So, unfortunately, Sun God and whoever else is still alive have the entire LK team to fight immediately after winning that fight for their team. And LK picking up the progress a little bit more here. Starting to beam towards that gatehouse. And they do reach the gatehouse. Delirium is not set up for defense on the gatehouse. If LK can manage to win this team fight and get onto that gatehouse quickly, that would do a lot of work for them towards potentially winning this match. And looks like they will opt for a reset and a push here on the right side, giving Delirium enough time to set up their defense here. Big fire pot from Delirium. Astro and Alex finding 2 kills immediately though. Looks like LK will have no problem taking the gatehouse this fight. May have made up for some of that slower attack earlier on here by taking this objective so quickly. Also, Delirium was sort of moderately slow on the next one as well, actually crossing that bridge. So if LK can manage to make it to and through the next objective quickly, they could be setting themselves up for a victory against Delirium here, assuming they also complete the objective, or the map, sorry. Yeah, big kills by LK. They're going to be able to sandwich the rest of these Delirium lads left alive. That spawn wave does come in quick for Delirium though, and they win the team fight. LK is going to have to look to reset. Very close fight here on the objective. Neither side really able to find picks. LK finding 3 back-to-back. 2 of those by Alex. 2 by Alex and 2 by Plump. Those guys doing a lot of work for their teams right now. Let's take a look at the scoreboard actually. Looks like Alex and EK. Yeah, Alex leading his team by a substantial amount. Delirium looking a little closer score-wise. Very big play by Plum there and Alex there in the last team fight. Alrighty, very aggressive push by Delirium here. Definitely the way to go. My philosophy is kind of that if 2 teams are pretty evenly skilled, the more confident and aggressive team usually wins. Kind of find that to be the case pretty much no matter what. Delirium taking a little bit of more than a little chip damage to these ambusher knives. I believe that was EK on ambusher doing a lot of work for his team right now. And they are going to clear Delirium off the point here and start to make some progress again. Still pretty slow start on this objective from LK. At this rate, I don't think they would win team-wise versus Delirium, win time-wise versus Delirium's attack. Alrighty, big flank from LK here, managing to sandwich Delirium. Not quite working out though, they didn't really manage to find much damage from it. Kills are even at the moment. Still even. Delirium up by a little. Ooh, anyone's team fight right now. Looks like LK may be pulling ahead. They are up by 1 player now. And I believe at this stage of this objective, LK does have closer spawns. So LK will get their reinforcements a little bit before DL. And both teams are going to fully reset and set up for the next fight here. Delirium doing a pretty good job of blasting through that checkpoint, finding 3 picks already. And another very nice stab, side stab there from Cryptic, I believe. So if both teams complete, it will come down to a tiebreaker. The dog, are you talking about Randy? Alright. Looks like LK is winning this fight. Finding a lot of picks. Still, though, a much slower attack than Delirium on this stage. If I had to guess, I would say that the score is probably 2 for Delirium, 1 for LK at the moment. And just so you guys know, Plumville, you know, the Legion Zodiac merger team, has beaten the Spartans, which is the PAX team. So Plumbertown will be moving on to round 3. Sorry, I should call them Plumville. I only called them Plumbertown as a joke. Plumville will be moving on to round 3. What team is Nildane on? Nildane is on Shiv Cartel. They're playing Academy at the moment and will be fighting the winner of this match, if they win. I will pull up the bracket here in a little bit, but this is a super close fight here. I don't want to miss any of this. Yeah, actually, you know, with how much time LK has actually wasted taking this objective, we may see a hold from Delirium on the next bridge objective if they manage to set up a decent defense for it. Big flank there. Only finds one overhead though before he's caught. Kind of a wasted little bit of superior positioning there. And Delirium wins the team fight. LK still unable to cap this objective. They've got to be at 97, 98% done. 90 was that exactly. War Club, Warhammer, and H-Mace. There is a limit on Danax that's separate. Only 1 Danax player per team. And, of course, the standard Pullman one-hand spear limit. Big fire pot's going to take down DVS and Alex, unfortunately. I guess that evens out. Jinji going down to Gunner there in the back line.
Defense, stand your ground.
Delirium does manage to reset. Lots of damage coming out from LK, but can they find the pick? They do take Gunner down, maybe approaching the man advantage at this objective, which will complete it for them. Only 1 kill away, more than likely. Huge fire pot, catches 2 out of the 3 remaining Delirium players. And Delirium just manages to get more players on this objective before it is captured. If Delirium manages to hold him here, this would be one of the craziest objective holds I've ever seen in comp. Literally at 98%. All LK needs to do is establish a man advantage at the objective, and it will instantly capture. They've been incredibly close to doing so this whole entire time and just haven't been able to manage it. Well, actually, Firepot catches both teams equally. A little bit of a 50-50. Looks like they'll take it. They find the kills with 26 seconds left. 20, oh my god, and they capture it. 23 seconds left on that. But that's going to leave them next to no time here. Well, relatively so. 5 minutes is actually probably plenty. Rapiers are outright banned, 90. I think they should be banned even without the insidering issues. But they are banned because it is too easy to accidentally insider. Alright, Delirium kind of scrambling to get back to their defense. Still trying to maybe find some kills on some lurkers. Very nice pick there on EK. Oh no, will his teammate turn around? And Astro does get the fire onto one of those wood piles. Still progressing much more slowly than Delirium did though. Jinji going for a big flank, and he is spotted. Delirium doing a pretty good job of protecting all these lanes and spotting these torches early, which is a very tough work. In small scale, you don't really have a ton of people to just set up all over the place. And Anka misses the torch throw, unfortunately. He does win the duel, however, and that will allow Astro to get another torch onto the objective. Still, relatively a much better defense so far than LK managed on this objective themselves. And the torch does land. That's another pile on fire for LK. Making solid progress. Looks so far like they will be able to complete this objective, even if it's with worse time than Delirium. Alright, no torch there. Looks like a couple torches coming down the middle. And Genji will get another lit. Only 2 left with 2 minutes 50 seconds to go. Yeah, I think we're getting shaved dog picks, Nighty. It's looking that way. Okay, looks like EK is maybe going to manage to get that last one lit, and someone else beats him to it. LK will make it through this objective here in just a second. Not much to do here early on in this objective. Probably just want to try to establish a advantage on your man presence, you know, how many people you got there, to be able to break those catapults quickly. Looks like Delirium has managed to do so. If you have enough time, actually, the idea is you turn that catapult around 180 degrees and then break it. That is definitely easier said than done in a competitive match like this. And looks like they'll be able to take down left side Kata here, although right side Kata is starting to get some shots off. Very nice fire pop from Delirium, blocking any further shots while they work on breaking it. And looks like they will probably manage to do so. Yeah, catapult goes down. Delirium down on the man advantage. So it looks like LK will win this fight over time. But again, this is all about how much time it takes to complete these objectives at this point. I'm sure Delirium knows they're in the lead, and they're really only looking to maintain it. I'm sure they're not super pressed to successfully defend right now. And Delirium sounds like they're taking down both catapults right now. Both catapults also have a fire pot down on the throw location. Super nice coordination by Delirium executing that. Yeah, Heavy Rhino is actually my brother. Shout out. Alrighty, LK is going to manage to get these catapults back up. And looks like they'll manage some shots off of the left side here. Still extremely slow progress on this objective, even relative to just most competitive matches. We don't normally see this good a defense on this objective. Delirium definitely coordinating super well. Now, I don't think we're in any danger of seeing a hold here, but Delirium is managing to waste an incredible amount of time off of that LK attack timer. And they'll get another shot off. Now, for the uninitiated, they are trying to break this this objective here. You can get the petards to it if you snag a petard from this barrel and walk it up. That does more damage, but the easy way is to just launch catapult shots into that gate there. Delirium still holding a presence on the catapult throughout this entire objective so far. Yeah, LK knowing time is of the essence, starting to try to get some of these petards up. Astro doing his best, but gets intercepted by 2 Delirium players there. Welcome everyone who has just hopped into the stream. We are on the second round of Delirium versus Large Knights. We got Delirium on defense and Large Knights on offense, and as most of you know, Large Knights are our EU brothers submitting a team for this event. Delirium incredibly dominant on this objective so far though. LK has every advantage right now, but just getting outplayed on the macro and the micro here. If I was LK, I would maybe do a 6-1 split. Send one guy to play one catapult and send 6 to for sure win the fight on the other. Let me drop a link to the bracket in chat, although I can definitely throw it up right now. Alright, who do we have running the VIP? Looks like it will be Sun God on VIP for Delirium. Taking some pretty aggressive positioning. Looks like he's going to opt to help his team win their fights instead of trying to stay alive here, which, you know, I got to respect. I like the idea of setting up for success over planning for failure. I would maybe risk the VIP damage a little bit to make sure we win those team fights. He's taken a lot of damage, though. Okay, maybe, you know, I take that back immediately. He's getting melted incredibly fast. And, wow, yeah, actually, that worked out horribly for Delirium. Let's see if we can stay on Sun God here. Delirium able to heal their VIP a little bit. LK comeback, unfortunately not. I think they have lost on time versus Delirium on every objective except for maybe one. So I think this match is potentially already won by Delirium, unfortunately. There, yeah, no chicken allowed. That is correct. Well, actually, technically, only the VIP is not allowed to use it. Theoretically, the rest of the team is welcome to use environmental healing. It is not banned outright. Still, LK, decent damage on the VIP so far. Sun God playing very risky. Maybe knows they've already won and is just kind of having a little fun. Now, I'm not 100% sure they've already won. I've definitely been wrong on those estimates before. However, the ref will score after this objective's over, and we should know very quickly. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. Cryptic doing very well as EK. Usually attack will have more kills, but you know, it looks like Delirium is up kills wise at the moment. Definitely representative of the fact that I think they're just doing a little bit better. Very close match for sure, extremely close match, but the way the scoring works, maybe not so much in practice. And let's see how much Sun God will get healed before the next objective. There is no banner, which is very surprising. Typically, placing a banner is the meta. When I've ran teams for these kinds of events before, I tend to set up two banners as well as a horn right there on the throne. Interesting that we're not seeing any so far. What is this? VIP just fully leaving the his castle, I guess. Playing a little hitting them with a little runaround rigmarole here. Yeah, Sun God getting healed up just a little bit. LK definitely has enough time to take the Duke down here. We'll see if they succeed. They probably have maybe 2 good pushes if they are very aggressive. Big damage on the Sun God. 1 heavy from the right weapon, potentially wins it. Flank coming in from the back. Does he see it? And he misses the special. Huge miss there by whoever that Messer player is. That could have been the round right there. I think that would have been enough damage. What an absolute choke. I'm so sorry. Yeah, that is a crazy miss. Wow. I'm not sure who that was. Who's Messer Knight for LK right now? Yeah, very GG's. Extremely close. This was a lot of fun to watch. Generational throw, yeah. I'm definitely clipping that. We're gonna figure out who that was. We're gonna clip it, and we're definitely going to I'll DM it to him for the rest of his life.
Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe for more from Palestra. Follow our links below, and check out another video on screen now.